Welcome to Lessons 50 of our Excel course. In the last few lessons, we explore pivot tables to summarize and analyze data. Now, we'll take our steps further by using pivot charts, a powerful way to visualize pivot tables results and make insights easier to understand. A pivot chart is directly connected to a pivot table. It updates automatically when you filters, group, or like rearrange fields into or in the pivot tables. So this makes it an excellent tools for interactive dashboard and quick visuals analysis. Okay, so let's work with the small data sets of our cells in the Excel. Okay, so this data set will help us build our pivot tables and then turn it into a pivot tables. So here with the regions, product, sales and quarters, the data sets shows up with the different data. So now select your data set or click any cells in your data sets. Then go to the insert tabs in the ribbon and click on the pivot table and place the pivot tables on new worksheet, like choose where you want the pivot tables to be placed. So let's go to the new worksheet and hit on the OK. So now or drag the regions into the rows area and also the product to the or into the columns area and or cells into the values area. Okay, so now you have the pivot table showing total sales for each product by the regions. Okay, so and that's it. So now you can see it over here, and with the pivot table selected, now go to the insert tabs or go to the pivot table analyze, and from there choose the pivot table or pivot charts to create the pivot charts. So click over here, and here we have the different charts over here, and select a chart types, for example cluster column charts, and then just hit on the OK, and Excel will create a pivot charts link to your pivot tables. Okay, so and now how the charts change when you or like let's change the quarters or quarters to compare, like quarter versus, like you can use the quarter 2, so you can use it in there, or rearrange fields to pivot for, or like if I gonna go to the quarters above to the regions, so let's go with, and if I gonna go it over here, so now here we have the quarter 1 and quarter 2s over here. The pivot charts updates instantly to reflect your new layout. Okay, so and that's it. And also if I now change the anything, like let's say the laptops, let's say if I gonna click out here the 12,000s, like something like that, that's one, and that's it. So now let's right click and use the refresh, and now you can see it's update the automatically when you change into the data. And you can also use the slicers with pivot charts to make filtering easy to interactive. So like say click over here, go to the pivot table analyze and go to the insert slicer, and let's say if I gonna click something the product like that, there's one, and that's it, we have this product over here. So and that's it over here. So now if I select only the laptops or the tablets, like the laptops, it gives you gives here only the laptops, or tablets it's only the tablets. So let's select the multiples, and that's it, we have the both of them. Okay, and choose chart types that match your data story, columns for comparisons, line for trends, and pie for the preparations. Okay, so pivot charts combine the power of pivot tables with the clarity of visuals. They allow you to spot trends, compare regions, and make decisions quickly. So in the next lessons, we'll explore interactive dashboard using pivot tables, pivot charts, and slicer together. Welcome to Lessons 52 of our PowerPoint course. In these lessons, we'll explore the PowerPoint interface, including slides, ribbons, and pens. So you can navigate efficiently and create presentations with confidence. Okay, so when you open the PowerPoint, the interface might seem overwhelming, but it's designed for easy navigations. Okay, so at the top you will see the ribbon, so which contain tabs like home tabs, insert tabs, draw, design, and transitions, and also the more. And each tab has groups of related tools that allows you to like add text or also the images, charts, animations, and other elements to your slide. Okay, so on the left you will find the slide panes. This shows all your slides in a vertical list. You can click on any slides to navigate quickly. So like here, if I'm gonna create the new one, so if I click the slide 2, it comes with the slides 2. Click on the slide 1, it comes with the slide 1. Okay, so and you can drag and reorder slides, or like you can do it like over here, or duplicate your presentations by right clicking, make it the duplicates. Now it is the duplicate. Or if you want to delete it, by right click, or first need to select the slide and right click and delete the slide. It's now deleted. So and that's it. And for examples, if you have a presentations with like 5 slides, you can see them listed here and select slides or the like the there's ones to edit its content directly. Okay, and the center area is the slide workspace. So this is where you will create and edit your slide content, and also you can type text, inserts image, shapes, charts, and use design features from the ribbon. Let's say we want to insert a chart showing quarterly sales data. So select on the insert tabs and choose, like if I gonna click over here and click or select the charts over here and choose the charts, like if I gonna click on the columns and then okay, and over here. So and simple data sets will appear for you to modify it. You can select or you can write here your data like sales for each month, like January, February, or like this way. So that's is for the simple examples. Okay, so let's delete it for like these text boxes, and that's it. Here we have the like these like charts in there, and below the slide workspace is the notes pane. Okay, so like over here, and here you can add speaker notes to reminder or remind yourself of the key points while presenting. For instance, like under the slide 2, you could write here, like let's say something. If I'm gonna use the highlight, and if I'm gonna use the highlight quarter 3 or quarter 1, let's say the growth and rate, and explain the, let's say the marketing strategy. So let's go with and say the strategy, and like this one. So these notes won't appear on your slides but will guide your presentation's delivery. Okay, so and that's it. And back to the ribbon, it's dynamic and changes based on what to like the select. If you click on to the charts tools, or like the chart tools tabs appears with, or like over here the chart design, also the format, and customize it with these tools. And similarly, selecting an image to bring up the pictures tools. So like here, if I do have the simple image, so let's say, and or if I gonna select from the stock images, and let's try to insert an image like that, there's one, and now it's inserted. By clicking, it doesn't have the any of tabs. By selecting the image, now we have the pictures format to edit these pictures. Okay, so understanding this contextual tabs helps you access the right tool quickly. So now that you are familiar with slide panes and ribbons, and navigating PowerPoints will be much smoother. In the next lessons, we'll dive into adding and formatting content on your slide to create engaging presentations. Welcome to lessons 53 of our course. In these lessons, we learn how to create, save, and open presentations in Microsoft PowerPoint. These are essential skills you need to start working efficiently with PowerPoint. Whether you are making a professional's report, a school project, or a business pitch. Okay, so let's start with creating a new presentations. Okay, so when you open the PowerPoint, and you will see like this start screens, here you have several options, like you can also choose a blank presentations and also select templates. And templates are like by over here, templates are pre-designed slides that can help you save times and make your presentations look polished. So for examples, if you are preparing a sales pitch, you might select a templates called the business, or you can search from here like the business. And here, so let's say if I gonna go to like the simple business presentations over here, so let's say the retail fees deck over here, and just create this one. Okay, so PowerPoints will open a new presentations, and you will see something like the title slides, so where you can type your presentations like the titles, or let's go to with the blank presentations, and here we have the options to click to add titles. Okay, so from here you can start adding slides by clicking the new slides over here and buttons on the home tabs in there. Okay, so click over here. Now we have the new slide. So next, let's learn how to save your presentations. So suppose I have, this is the, or let's say, so this is the first, let's say the, or the first, let's say the, like the first presentations, like, or say the presentations, their names, and now we want to save it. So saving your work frequently is important to avoid losing your progress. So here it comes with the presentations tree, but we want to change here the names with the save. And to save your presentations for the first time, click on the file tabs and then click on the save as, and choose the locations on your computers, like you can use the OneDrive or these PCs at a place or the browse. Okay, so let's say I want to use these PCs, and let's say the documents over here, and give here or meaningful names. For examples, if you're presenting about the marketing strategies, you could name it something like, let's say the marketing, and like the marketing strategies, so let's say the strategies, or if we're gonna use like the strategy, or like the this one strategies, like something like Q3, and click on the save, and your presentations is now stored, and now it has the different names with the marketing strategies Q3. Okay, and PowerPoint also offer auto saves, and if you are using the OneDrive, so like here if I gonna go to, or go to the over here, and before that, so let's make it with the our OneDrive and save it into the there. So let's go to and save it to our like the that's way. So now that we have saved it in there, okay, and now it has the options to auto saves in there. By clicking over here or whatever you work, it can be saved in your OneDrive, and which continuously save your work as you make changes. And for updates, you can simply press the Ctrl plus S to save quickly. Okay, so and that's it. Instead of using the save, you can sort or just click on the shortcuts or shortcuts keyword like Ctrl plus S. And now let's move into the opening and exiting file, and let's see how to open and exiting presentations. Okay, so like here, if I gonna now save it, and now it's saved, and now if I gonna close it for now, if I want to save the presentations like we have saved marketing strategies quarter 3, so we can do click on the files and then use the open. Okay, and choose the locations where your file is or your file is saved. So whether it's on your computer or your like OneDrive or a USB drive. So for examples, if you previously saved a presentations called like the marketing strategies, you can select it from the folders, or like here we have the current, or just we have work the recent files, so you can select from here. Or let's go to the this device I have used in like the or where I save it, like I have saved in the documents over here. Just click over here and I can just use something like the first presentations over there, and it can be help you to open it. Or let's go to the over here the recent one, and this is in the Microsoft or documents, and click over here and it's now opened. Okay, and that's it. And PowerPoint also will load your slides, and you can continue editing from where you left off. Okay, so and that's it. In these lessons you learn how to create a new presentations. To create a new presentation, save your work and open existing presentations in PowerPoint. Mastering these basics will make it much easier to stay any project and ensure your work is safely stored. So in the next lessons, we will explore like adding and formatting text and image on your slides to make your presentations visually engaging. Welcome to lessons 54 of our course. In this lessons, we will explore one of the most important foundations of PowerPoint design: slides, layouts, and templates. Understanding this will save you time, keep your presentations consistent, and make them look more professional. So let's move into the PowerPoint. And first, let's talk about the slide layout. A layout is the arrangements of placeholder on a slide, such as title, text boxes, image, charts, or videos. So PowerPoint offers built-in layouts like you can find into the layout. There is the title slide, title and content, and also the section headers, to contents, comparisons, and titles only, and also the blank. So each layout has different structure depending on the kinds of content you want to present. For examples, if you are starting a presentations, you might choose the title slide, okay, or title slide layout, which includes a large space for your main titles and smaller space for subtitles, or like over here. And later, when you want to compare two ideas side by side, the comparisons layout will automatically gives you placeholder for two sets of heading and the text. Okay, so like here you can just easily compare it, like click to add text. Here you can easily use the another text. Okay, so Next, let's look at the template. And templates are pre-designed themes that includes like slides layouts, color schemes, fonts, and background styles. So they allows you to maintain a consistent look and feel throughout your presentations. For examples, if you are creating a business piece, you might use a clean professional templates with bold fonts and the neutral color split. Okay, so but for a classroom project, you might pick a more colorful, playful templates to keep your audience and engaged. And you can access templates from the file tabs and click on the new, and from this menu, or apply them directly from the design tabs, like by going to the design tabs. So remember, templates aren't just about styles, they also comes with like like customized layouts that match your themes. Okay, so for example, let's move into the neo, and if you want to use the different templates, so let's say I want to use the education's templates, and here I can choose something as the colorful one. So let's go with the high school presentations, like that, there's one, and then create it. So now it will be pop-ups with the colorful templates with the education slides. Okay, so and that's it. So finally, here's a quick tips if you want to or want more control, and you can create your own custom templates. So for that, so let's go to the design tabs, and let's say if I use the different templates from here, or if I gonna use the another themes, like let's go with something as the difference, like the there's one. So now it has the difference one, and now I want to save it, or you can create your own custom templates by saving your templates designs by going to the file tabs, use the save as, and let's say I want to use the documents and change save as types as the PowerPoint template, or you can say the POTX. So this way you can reuse your favorites layouts and brandings in future presentations. So if I now use it and save it, so now it's saved in there. So you can find your templates like here, like we have just used it, like that, there's one. So if I'm gonna click on the new presentations, go to the here, go to the like the customize, or the customized one, or the documents templates, I have saved it in there. Okay, so and that's it. So to summarize, layout helps structure your slides, and templates gives your entire presentations a consistent design, and with custom templates you can personalize your reuse your design anytimes. In the next lessons, we will move on to the another customization options in PowerPoint to make your slide visually appealing. Welcome to lessons 55 of our course. In this lessons, we learn one of the most fundamental skills in PowerPoint, adding new slides to a PowerPoint, the presentations. So when you start building a presentation, you usually begins with just one blank slide. Okay, so but in most case you will need multiple slides to organize your content clearly. So let's see how to add them. So first, look at the home tabs, and on the PowerPoint ribbon, and here you'll find the options like new slide buttons, and click on it, and clicking it once quickly adds a slide with default layout, like with the slides, or by clicking over here and it comes with the default layout, like usually our titles and also the content slide. But what if you want a different types of slide? For examples, one with just titles or maybe blank slides for pictures. In this case, click on the small arrow under the new slide buttons, and this will open a drop down menu showing all the available layouts like such as title slides or titles and content, section headers to content, and also you'll find the blank. So for examples, imagine you are creating presentations on digital marketing, and your first slides might be the title slide and with something like the introductions to digital marketing. And next one, you may want to add a new slide to explain like SEO basics. So simply click on the new slide and use the titles and or like the content. Then types here something like, let's say, the SEO basics. So let's say if I'm gonna say the SEO or basics, something like say, or if I'm gonna use the basics over here in the title box and add your key points in the content. Okay, so and that's it. Or you can also insert a new slide by using the shortcuts key. So like here on a window, press the Ctrl plus M and to add it, and on the Mac press the Command plus M. So this instantly adds a slides after the one you are currently working. Okay, so remember you can always change slides layout later by right clicking or right clicking slides and selecting the layout like over here, and this is useful if you decide you want a different design for that slide. Okay, so to summarize, use the new slide buttons to add or slides and choose the layouts depending on your content, and use shortcuts for faster workflow. Okay, so and that's it for lessons 54, and see you in the next lessons. Welcome to lessons 56 of our course. In this lessons we learn how to delete slides in PowerPoint. This is useful when you no longer need slides in your presentations or when you want to keep your content focused and concise. So deleting slides is very simple. So let's go step by steps. And first you need to open up your PowerPoint presentations and look at the thumbnail panels on the left side of the screens. Okay, so this panel shows all your slides in order. So suppose we are making school presentations in there. So and I want to delete from here. So like here I have the 13 slides, and to delete a slide simply, or if I want to delete these or the charts and graphs over here, simply click once and slide or clicks on the slide thumbnails and you want to remove, then press the delete key on your keyboard. So the slides will disappear instantly. And another method is, so let's move into the undo it again and right click on the slide thumbnails, and from the menu that appears select the delete slide. Okay, so this gives you the same result. Okay, for examples, like if you created a presentations with like the 12 or slides, but slides number 4 like over here and no longer needed, you can just click on the slides in the thumbnail panels and choose the delete slide over here, and it's now deleted in from there. So now your presentations will flow smoothly from slide 3 to the or like here the 5. Okay, and if you accidentally delete a slide, don't worry, you can quickly bring it back by pressing the Ctrl plus G on your keyboard to undo the actions, or by clicking over into the there, so undo the delete slide. And that's it, deleting slides in a quick and essential way to keep your presentations clean and organize. So in our next lessons, we'll continue exploring more PowerPoint tools to refine your presentation. So see you there. Welcome to Lessons 57 of our course on Microsoft PowerPoint. In these lessons, we will focus on a simple but powerful skills, rearranging slides. Being able to move your slides around quickly help you improve the flow of your presentations and keeps your audience engaged. Okay, so PowerPoint allows you to change the order of slides in just a few clicks. So this is especially useful if you have built your slides quickly and later realize that some points would make more sense in a different order. So let's move into the PowerPoint. So here I have the simple PowerPoint or scientific certificates of achievement, these PowerPoints. So this is for the examples, and you can rearrange slides into two main view by normal view and the slide sorters view. So if I'm gonna go to the view tabs and use the, or like here, the normal view, over here in the normal view, your slides appears as the thumbnails on the left side of your screens, and in the slide sorters view, all slides are displayed in a grid, so making it easy to see the entire presentations at once. Okay, so here's how to do it. So for the normal view, go to the normal view and go to the thumbnail panels on the left and click and hold the slide you want to move. So like here, drag it up or the downs to new positions and release it. Okay, so for examples, like if your concluding or conclude slides is including like the play or accidentally placed in the our middles, and simply drag it down to the end of the list. Okay, and for the slide sorters, so click on the slide sorter view tabs and choose the slide sorters over here, and now all your slides will appear in a miniature. So click and drag slides to its new positions. So this method is like perfect when you want to rearrange multiple slides at once or see the overall flow of your presentation. So say if I want to move into the first, it comes with, or if I gonna let's move into the last, so it comes like this way. So this is the simple way you can go and just rearrange it like this way. Okay, so and that's it. Rearrange a slide is a small skills, but it makes a huge difference in presentations clarity. In the next lessons, we will explore how to use slide sections to group and organize your slide even further. Welcome to lessons 58 of our course. In these lessons, we will focus on formatting text in PowerPoint. Especially, we'll learn how to adjust like font styles or font and change the text color and modify the text sizes. These formatting tools are simple but powerful for making your slides clear, professional and engaging. Okay, so let's begin with the font styles. So here I have to open up the PowerPoint, and PowerPoint gives you a variety of fonts to choose from. So to choose the font, highlight the text, and for example, let's use this one. Now go to the home tabs on the ribbon, and from the font drop downs menu, you can select a new font. For examples, if you are designing a business presentations, you might use like the Calibri or also the Arial for a clean and a modern looks. But if you're working on a creative project, fonts like the Comic Sans. So if I'm gonna go to over here, you can find here the Comic Sans, or the brush script might feels more playful. Okay, so let's say if I use like that, there's one, and let's use something as the difference with the Calibri. And always make sure your font styles like matches the purpose of your presentations, and consistency across all slide is key. Next, let's look at the font colors. So to change the font colors, simply you need to change the or highlight the your text and select the font colors buttons. Okay, and in the home tabs, and PowerPoint offers standard colors, themes colors, and even the custom shadows. Okay, so for examples, if you have a dark background slides, you using the bright colors like a white or the yellow will make your text stand out. And on the other hand, for lights backgrounds, darker colors like blacks or navy blue work best. So for example, let's move into, or if I gonna choose this text and if I select like the another colors, and now that here we have the different colors of there. Okay, so avoid using too many colors on the same slide as it can look distracting. Okay, and finally, let's adjust text sizes. You can increase or decrease the size using the font size boxes over here. First, you need to select in the this text and go to the font size box in the home tabs, or you can write or like increase or decrease font size buttons here. For examples, your slides title should usually between or be between like 30 to 44 over here if I gonna use it to make it visual or visibles, while body text is often like 18 to 24. Okay, points for readability. So always preview your slides in full screen modes to check if your audience will be able to read the text comfortable. Okay, so in summary, we have covered how to format the text in PowerPoint by changing the font styles, applying the font colors, and adjusting the text sizes. By using these tools effectively, you can make your slides visually appealing and easy to follow. In the next lessons, we will continue exploring more formatting techniques to make your presentations design even further. So, see you there. Welcome to Lessons 59 of our course. In these sessions, we'll explore how to format objects in PowerPoint, especially shapes, images, and icons to make your slides visually engaging and professionals. Okay, so let's move into the PowerPoint and let's start with the shapes. Okay, so such as rectangles or circles, and you can format it using the shape format tab. And before that, so let's insert a shape by going to the insert tabs and click on the shapes, and let's use the rectangles one and just I can draw it over here. Okay, so when I click on the shapes, and you can see the shapes format tabs is appears on the ribbon. Okay, so here you can adjust like the fill colors and also or shape fills or shapes outlines styles and effects like the you can use the shadow or the reflections. For examples, if you're creating flowcharts, you might use rounded rectangles for these steps over there. Okay, so let's use it over here for the examples. And like or here by applying the consistent color theme and subtitles, or shadows, you can make it process clear and more attractive. So let's say if I want to use the different fill colors, or let's make it the duplicate with the, or hold the control key so to make it the duplicates, and that's it over here. So now let's insert the another shapes by going to the insert types, use the shape, and let's say I want to use the arrow shapes over here. So let's use it as like the these ones, and that's it over here. And now I want to make it the copy it, and I want to or keep it over here, or let's hold down the control key to keep it. Okay, so just copy it. So now let's change here the difference of these colors with the shapes. So if I'm gonna say let's use the these colors, and same way I can use the these colors over there. Okay, and for here I will use the another fill color. So let's select it, and let's say I will use here like let's say with the, or if I'm gonna go to something as the difference, like let's go with over here, and let's say here I will use the another shape colors in there. So let's say I can just keep it over here, and now let's change here the difference outline of these shapes by going to, and let's say I will use the another shape or outlines, and let's say I will also use this shape outlines, and that's it. Okay, so now let's move into the shape effects. So I will change here the shape effects, like let's go with the bevels, and let's say I can move it with the slant. Same way I can use the same effects like the bevels, and let's use over here. Again I want to use for the these shapes to make it the flowcharts more appealing in there. So and that's it. Or I will use these shape effects, or like let's say we can make it with the different options, like let's use the this way. So and that's it. And now we can make it also the shadows with the shape effects. So let's go to, or if I select, or let's use the shadows over here. Same way we can use the shadows like that's way, or use the same formatting options in there with the shadows. Okay, so and that's it, we have used with the shaped. So now let's create the another slide, control plus M to create the new slide, and let's look at the images. So once, like if I gonna go to and insert the image, first go to the insert tabs, let's select the pictures, and let's say the stock images over here. And so now let's say if I gonna select the simple images from here, or let's go with like the, or if I gonna use like the there's one, and then just insert it. So now that here we have this image. Okay, and also once you insert our pictures, you can enhance it with formatting tools. Okay, so try using the picture styles. First go to the pictures format and use the picture styles to add or effects, or like over here. So let's go to, and let's say I want to use these picture styles, or adjust the brightness and the contrast for better visibility. So let's instead, or for instance, if you're adding these photos to a slide, you might crop it to circles and apply as sharp shadows. Or let's go to the crop, and now I can just easily little bit make it the, or just crop it over here, and that's it. So now let's make it with the circles in there. Or let's go to the page board or pictures border. We can have the different pictures border over there. So let's say I will use these pictures borders in there. Or pictures effect, you can have the different pictures effect with the shadows if you want to use like the there's one. Okay, so and that's it with the simple examples, and this makes it blend seamlessly with the design while keeping it professionals. Okay, so and that's it with our these pictures. Or if I'm gonna go to the transparency change here, now you can see we have the different transparency with the colors in there. Okay, so and that's it. Now let's move into the or let's work with the icons. So and before that, or let's before working with the icons customizations, so let's insert the icons. And also PowerPoint includes a large library of built-in icons. So go to the insert tabs and let's go to the icons, and also let's select the simple icons. So let's say if I gonna go with the business, or like here the business, or if I working with the business, so I want to use this one over here. So let's resize it, or after inserting one you can customize it like the color, size and alignments. So like here we have the marketing slides and also these icons, and resize it, or you can text, or you can adjust with the text or match you with your text. And also you can recolor it like by going to over here. Let's say we can go to our fill colors. So if I'm gonna go to with the different colors over here, and that's it, we have this one. Or graphics outlines, you can have the different outlines in there. Okay, so for example let's go with these outlines. So this creates a polished branded look, the reinforce your message. Okay, so and that is with the icons in there, or you can easily resize it by using these corners in there. So to summarize, use the shapes to organize and highlights content, and format image for clarity and styles, and customize icons to strengthen visual storytellings. So in the next lessons, we'll build on this by learning how to align and distribute objects evenly on a slide.